Give me a memorable experience in your time that shaped your perspective, since we're talking about honor and honoring those that have gone, come before us. What has shaped your perspective?
Well, coming up, and I look at things that goes on in the community now. Basically, when we was coming up, most of the guys that I hung out with, we was athletes. We played ball. I can remember playing ball from like 6, 7 years old, coming up, and so that was our driving force. So that kept us from getting into any kind of trouble. So going through high school and then being able to go play in college for a little while, that was always a dream. But I was drafted uh, while I was in college to go into the military.
Okay.
And going into the military, then serving in Vietnam was really a basic change in my life,
Okay.
because I was able to see people from all over the United States.
Wow.
And being able to talk with them and to mingle with them and to find out things that they did. And we all basically live as a race of people. We all basically live the same, no matter if you was in Los Angeles or you was in Chicago, New York, Baltimore. And all these guys that I met, we all had the same thing. And our decision when we came home was to do something to try to better our community.
Yes.
So Vietnam played a big part in changing the way that I looked at life on a whole.
Yes.
And then when we came back, after I was married and started having kids, and then started coaching little league football, then again I was able to see certain things and working with the youth, like you doing, Coach Reed. Working with the youth, you begin to see a pattern of things that was happening. And what you were saying about the school, I found out because they had integrated the schools, then I don't think they was getting the same thing that I got coming
Right.
from a segregated school.
Right.
Where people would call you home and tell.
Tell
It
your
had a young
business.
boy, and this always struck me. It had a young boy, and they had put him in special education. Now, when I was coaching, I brought the same theory that and the same plays that I had when I was in college.
Mhm.
So I'm teaching these 7, 8, 9-year-old kids these same things. And this little boy, they had him in special education, and he knew all the plays.
Wow.
So it made me think, okay, so what we need to do is all these individuals, maybe he had a behavior problem or something where they took him out of class that he didn't learn while he was in school. But by him having that behavior problem, you had to have someone who could work with him and understand. And I think one of the things would cause him a problem that he stammered. He had a
Stutter.
problem. So that probably had him with a behavior problem, because you know how kids are, they will tease you. So those are the things that really changed my life, and really looking at the things that we could possibly do to make a difference in our community. So that was the basis. That would really transform my life. My going to Vietnam and then working with the youth out in the community, and the things that I felt that should be done to work in the community that could make a difference.
Right.